Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back, and today we're going to be working in our Owls and Fairies journal and hopefully getting the third signature, getting everything glued in so that we can start filling the pockets. So I think last time we did make some clusters, and I think in between I've gone through and just put them where I thought they might go with paper clips. So this one I have paper clipped in, and I actually quite like it just paper clipped in there. I don't really feel like gluing it. I just like it like that. I think it looks really nice, and I just like it to stay like that. But the others I think I will glue in. So we'll just work our way through finding the next one. I've just spread them through the journal, so I think I put possibly two in the first signature, one in the middle signature, and two in the third signature, I think. So I've got this one here. I like that here opposite this page. I think that works really well. So I'm going to pop it there, and then I think I'm going to glue it as a little tuck, which I may or may not use as a tuck, but I thought give myself the option. Tucking a little something behind it. Hang on, which side is the tuck going to be? This side. So I'll just glue the top and the side, I think. I may glue different parts of the other ones. So I'm just going to pop that about there. Yeah. So my video was being a bit delayed this afternoon because the mystery of the disappearing fabric glue still, I kind of lost sight of it yesterday after I was filming, and I came in today thinking, oh well, it will turn up, it will just be there, and I just couldn't see it because I was tired. Nope. This is my little, I've got my little bottles, and I just refilled my fabric glue bottle at some point yesterday afternoon, and when I was packing up and clearing up after my video, totally disappeared. So I don't know where that went. I have hunted and hunted. I've hunted through everything. I've even gone through my bin in case it just landed in there for some reason, but it didn't. So I've just got this one which doesn't have a little nozzle, but it was just sitting empty, so I'm using that. And the theory is it'll turn up at some point. Don't know when. I'm sure it will. I have every faith that it'll turn up. Right, so we've got two in that signature. So if my memory is correct, I should have one in this middle signature, and there it is. I like that there. So I'm just going to put that on. Decorative or tuck. Well, this has got lace on the back, so I don't think it'd be easy to tuck, so I'm just going to glue it down, and this time I am going to use the fabric glue and just glue it down as a decorative piece. That's what I think I'll do with this one. So I hope you're all well. We are still enjoying a bit of late summer sunshine. It seemed to have gone last week. We thought that the autumn was arriving, it felt like it, but it's having a late flourish, and we're having a few really nice days. I am filming about 2 weeks ahead, so by the time you see this, it's probably well into September, but I just keep filming and filming to try and stay ahead of myself in case I can't in case I can't film for a week or something, because I know I am going away at the end of September for a week. So I'm hoping if I can keep up my momentum, and I'm away next weekend for me, so the end of August. It's going to be my birthday weekend, and I'll be away for that, and that's prime recording time, is the weekends usually. So I'm just trying to get ahead. So anything I talk about really is going to be so out of date, it just makes it'll make very little sense probably. But anyway, never mind. Right, so now we get on to the third signature. Well, we haven't actually glued in the pockets, but they're all ready to go. So I just want to get this done. So I've got this pocket here, and this is one that opens out. And this is for writing on here. So I don't want it to be too close to the edge, because otherwise you'd be writing, you know, and it wouldn't work. That's if anybody ever did have this. I've been thinking I would really like to offer my journals for sale from, you know, I feel like I'm at a point where I could sell my journals, but I don't know what the situation is regarding postage and sending stuff abroad, and especially to the US, so I might see how things pan out. But if anybody was interested in this journal, by all means contact me on the email address and we can perhaps come to some arrangement. So I need to glue it. Now am I going to glue it? I shall glue it on the 3 sides. So we have an option then of tucking something in behind as well. So if I put it about there, then it can still open and there's still enough support to write here. Of course, if you're right-handed it could be a little tricky. I've never thought of that really, but I think you still could write. But this was the best spot for this pocket. Okay. Right, so that's that one, and we can still pop something behind here. Just trying to get that to catch, because I'm using my tacky glue and it takes a bit longer to grab than the art glitter glue. Right. So here there is just this little piece from the fake it, and I just thought I'd put that there just to decorate that edge. And again, I think I will just glue it around the edges, and then maybe something will get tucked in. Have to do something small or something thin. Just try and do a small bead around the edge. So hold that down. I'll just pop a couple of paper clips in just to hold it in place so that I can move on. On there. It's not very straight, is it? Too late. It's grabbed enough for not to be able to move it. Never mind. Okay, so that's going to go there. Then here I've got this pocket from the fake it, which I'm going to pop here, and here we are. It's not super thick because I haven't reinforced it or anything, but I just think again we can just perhaps put something not too thick into this pocket. Don't need all the pockets to be hefty and bulky. Sometimes you just need something thinner. And I think we're just going to have this fairy. I've got her. There is another fairy that I really like, and I wonder if she would be better. I've just remembered. Just wonder if she would be. There's this one. She looks so smiley and happy, although she's been it's a bit rough around the edges where she's been cut out by the cricket. And I think she might go on there. I don't know what I'm going to do about these wings though. I think I might just trim that bit off. The cricket made a bit of a mess of her, cutting her out. I think it was very, very detailed. So her poor thing's wings have been a bit... Sure. No, I may have to go back to the other one because I'm not sure about that poor girl's wings. So I might put her on. Oh. I need to emboss the wings, don't I? Okay. Bear with, I'll get my embossing stuff. Right, I've got my embossing pen and powder, etc. So it's the usual process, so I'll just speed you up and we'll get this done as quickly as possible. Not that one. Okay, there they are, nice shiny wings, jolly good. Right, let's put my fairy on here. And I don't think I want to put anything behind her. I think I want her just nestled in there. I'm going to use this because I'm going to try, because these wings are now beautifully curved, so I wondered if I can just bend them up a little bit and just glue her, but not necessarily glue the wings. I don't know. Whoa! Oops. That's not good. Get that off. Wipe that off quick. It's just sitting at the bottom of the pocket. Her wings are just a little bit curving a little bit. Okay. And I've got a word I want to add. This has been stamped onto a little bit of fabric, and I've just got the word hidden, because a lot of the fairies are hidden, aren't they? Hidden in the forest. I've done a very good job of cutting that. So I'm just going to use my glue stick for this. It's quite a thin piece of fabric. Piece of fabric I printed. Right. There's our hidden fairy. Well, she's not very hidden, but she's also not really standing out either. Okay, so that pocket's on. The next is this pocket that needs a bit of decorating. And I've got something I want to do with these as well. So I'm just going to, where's my, I'm always forgetting to use this, but I've got this book weight to hold things down. So it's just this little pocket here. And it's just a scrap, but I thought it pulled in these colours from the back of from the next page. So I'm going to use that on there. Trying to use different ones on each pocket. So let's pull that down there. Okay. And then for a bit of decoration, I've got a wax seal that I thought would go there. I'm just going to put a bit of lace behind it, that way up. Put that wax seal on there in the right colour. So that's my plan for this one. Fairly simple. Alright, bit of lace and a wax seal. On there. And while that's drying, I've got these two pieces, because this looked very bare at the top here. Obviously it can be written on, but I thought it'd be nice to put a tab. So I've got two pieces. In fact, I think I might put this one on the front and back it with this one on the other side. So let's just glue it on. Okay, and then before it sticks to the other page, we'll glue this one onto the other side. Yeah. Ooh, managed to pick up some of the magazine. Need to change that glue page. Oh, hopefully I should be alright to wipe it off in a second. Just line that up. That can go there. Yeah, let's just wipe this, get rid of those bits. And we'll just snip these corners just to soften it. Okay. Just get the glue, get some ink on there, so in case there's any white showing, which there might have been a little bit of white showing but no more. So we've got a tab on that. That's nice, I like that. I've not thought of doing that before, but it's something that I've seen Rachel from Roxy Creations do all the time, but I've never done it myself. Now I have. So I like that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we have this and we have this. So this is a pocket, so this is going in. And I'm going to just glue around 3 sides. Yep. I think on this one works well here. Okay, so while that's drying, we'll put the tab on, which I'm going to use this piece of paper, this piece of fabric here for the tab. So I think I'll be better off with the art glitter glue for this. Don't need it to be too heavy. There, fold it over, pop that there. There we are. So that's our tab. Pull that out. Okay, now this pocket, I am denied about these corner pockets because there was another one, but it was blue and I didn't feel it went very well on this page, but I like this one on here. But because this owl was in this corner, I didn't really want to put another one down here anyway because I didn't want to cover him up. So I decided to put one of the clusters up here. So I'm just going to add this pocket to this corner. I'll put the weight on there, make it a little bit easier. Put that there on that corner. And then I shall put this here. Shall I make it a tuck? I don't think so. I think I'm just making it a decorative piece. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just going to be decorative, this one. Just stick it out a touch at the side. Alright. Good, good. Moving along. Right. We have another pocket. Needs just a bit of decoration here, so I've got some more of my Florentine paper, and because I want to put this cluster here with the bit of blue, I've picked out this blue Florentine paper, which I thought, because there's lots of blue in the journal anyway, so it's not completely crazy to put blue in on here. And I thought, well, I've got the two bits of blue together, so that works. Changing my glue page. Right, so this beautiful piece of blue Florentine paper on this pocket. I'm enjoying using the Florentine papers in this journal. Don't always remember to use them, or they don't always work on some of the things I'm doing. And for this one, I've decided to use this owl. Just put him on there. I believe he is a snowy owl, so I have a label for a snowy owl. I'm going to put on there as well. Right, so I'm just going to glue that down. No, not glitter glue, I think. Just put my thumb where I don't want glue, across the top of his head. Okay, check, I haven't got, nope, no glue on the back of his head, good. And then we have our snowy owl label just there. In fact, I think I can probably use glitter glue for, glue stick for that piece. Okay, it's on there. The temptation is always going to be to do a bit of decorating here. We've got to leave some of it for journaling, I think. I'm wondering about corners. I'm going to leave them for now. May change my mind. So I have been umming and ahhing where to put this one, whether to put it here or whether to put it here. But I have opted for this place just because I think it balances out this pocket over here. And I'm going to make this, right, first of all, I think to cover this up I'm going to put something over this staple. So if I do then make it a tuck spot, which I think I will, that's not going to catch. So I'm just going to put a piece of washi tape over it. Quite old washi tape, this one. Of course it's tearing. Take those bits off. Just give it a quick, because it's old, and make sure it does actually stay stuck down. Okay, so now I think I will leave this piece and this piece open, so I will glue across the top, and we'll see. I might tuck something in, I might not, but it's good to have that option, isn't it, sometimes? Yeah, and have I glued it on the wrong side? No, I have glued it. Okay, good. Glued it where I meant to. Just suddenly couldn't see the glue where I thought it should be. Sticky fingers. No, That's dry. That's the wet one. Right. Ooh. Okay, just make sure, quite sure I haven't got any glue sticking out there. Okay, I think this might be the last pocket that needs to go in. This is this, they call it coin envelope, I made a while ago. And this is made out of some Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. I bought it a long while ago, quite a while ago, and I've really used it sparingly. So you could say I've been hoarding it a bit. Use it when I really feel it will work in what I want to do. Did I open that? No, I meant to leave that side open. That's what I meant to do. No, I won't actually. Because I think it's quite thick because it's scrapbook paper, and I might just leave it. Then I put something in the pocket. I may not decide to put something behind the pocket because also the paper it's on is not very thick. It's a bit heavy. So maybe just something in the pocket would be sufficient for this one. And I think, are we nearly there? Are we nearly there yet? I haven't put anything on here, but I don't think I need to. So yeah, so we have put everything in, decorated up all the little inbuilt pockets. Some other decoration may occur to me as I go along, I don't know. But let's start. Let's check I haven't got any more paper clips poking out that the stuff that I was planning to glue in. I know I put some paper clips in to hold something somewhere. There they are. I'm sure that's in by now. Alright, so now we're going to start putting things in the pockets. Right, let's have a look. Where is my little bag of things to go in pockets? Got a whole bunch of things here, but that doesn't mean there'll be enough. And it doesn't mean they're all finished, to be honest. I know I've got one more I definitely want to make, which I might do next. So I've got a few. That's a pocket. These are potential journal cards. And these are all tags. The tags all need to be backed. That's the other corner pocket. It may be that those will find a home somewhere. This is a little scrappy pad that I made using one of the pockets, one of the small pockets like this, and I just cut it round here, and I just need to sew that along, I think. I'm trying to remember what I was planning to do with that because I haven't finished it. That's just going to tuck. Let's just move these to one side. Just seeing what I've got here. So I took some little scraps, cut this away here, and I think what I was planning to do was to sew along the top. I don't know how that would work. And then you've got a little notepad. It's kind of the idea. So I may have to come finish that off camera. Just needs a bit of sewing. So that's that. That can just pop into a pocket. These need backing. Some more. These are more pockets from the kit, so we don't really want more pockets at the moment. So, journal card, potentially a belly band. Yeah, this probably needs to go in somewhere actually. Yes, let's see if there's any obvious place to put this, because this is the one that comes up like that and it drops down and and then you put things in all the little pockets. And that's closed. The closure is a little magnet. Do you remember us making that a little while ago now? But I always thought it would probably have to just go on as some sort of belly band. Let's see if we can find somewhere that feels might need a bit more, a little bit of something. Let's see, are there any places? We have so many pockets now. Do I really need anything else? I don't know. Could go here. If you want it. So I'd quite like it kind of higher up so that there's room for it to drop down. And then if you glue it in such a way that something can go inside that way. If I have anything that would go in, would something like that go in like that? So you could do that. That would work. So that's a possible place. It's a bit bare here. That's not a bad spot. It's a nice strong piece of paper. How about that with September above it? I quite like that there, I think. Yep. So that's going to glue across the top and across the bottom. So I think I'm going to have to get busy off camera and back any of the tags that I haven't done so far. Okay, so let's get back to what we were looking at, see if there's anything else that needs work. So these are the tags that are going to need backing. Tags we have. This one needs finishing as well. This has got to go in. That's just a little, that needs backing and this needs finishing, so maybe that's all we get time for today. Let's just see if we can get this one ready to go, because it needs an acetate, a piece of acetate in the window. I keep looking at it and thinking, I'll come back and do that one day, I'll come back and do that one day. Now today is the day. So I've got quite a few of these plastic CD cases, so I think we're going to use a piece of that for our window. I mean, they would make quite good pockets really, wouldn't they? I do have several of them. Maybe one day I'll do something like that. But for now, we'll just cut a piece of this down. To back this pocket with. Right. So the idea would be just cut it roughly to size. Actually, it's not far off at all. It's actually perfect size. Jolly good. It's always nice when you just cut things the right size without trying. Doesn't happen very often. Now I'm just going to try and just put a little tiny bit of glue around the edges. And then a little tiny bit of glue, not too near the edge, around the frame. Keep it nicely and firmly in place. Right. And then we just brush it away from the window. Where that bit came from. Okay. So now we have our acetate window, and now we just close it. Right, that's just closing up the pockets. That should be glued just down this side and down here. And then we've got the window there. Oh, I should have done something on the back there, shouldn't I? I didn't think of that. It's too late now. Oh, what a shame. Well, he's going in there anyway. So he fits perfectly in there. So I'm just going to back him and he's going to pop in there. I hope this is going to be thick enough. Just another piece of digital. This isn't terribly thick that I've printed this on. I think it'll be okay. Right, let's just glue him on. Yeah, didn't think that through. Oh, I wonder if... I'm just wondering if I can just feed a little piece of paper down there to back it. Stick that on there. Glue the corner as usual. Right, leave that for a moment. Well, I think what I could, if I can just pop a little piece of paper down here. Scraps up here. That's not work. Just wondering if a piece of this would be nice behind there. It'd be a bit of a pop, wouldn't it? A bit of this. It's not big enough. That would already, I think, be the right width. How would that look? That could go down there, couldn't it? Yeah, I think I might do that, as it's already the right size. I wouldn't need to go very far down. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll put it in. This is the technique I picked up from Nancy Piter, watching her doing her what do you call it? The envelope collage that she was doing, and this is her method for putting paper into pockets with windows, and it works really well. I never thought of just doing this, the outside edge, the top edge of the pocket, not gluing it all in. Brilliant, brilliant idea, and it works. Oh, now I've got glue on my pocket. Where did my wet one go? There it is. Okay, just glue that down. It's just sticking out the tiniest bit. Just trim it and ink it up. I might just put a bit of stenciling over there. Or I'll just use Tim Holtz stencil and bundled sage, and just as you open it up, so it's not too stark white. It's not a very bright colour, but I think it's just a little bit of something is all it needs. And this is a Flourish, this stencil. You can tell because I've labelled it. Okay, there we are. That looks better, doesn't it? Just put a bit more ink around that edge. We're using walnut stain. I'm using walnut stain for this. And we'll just need something to hold this down, won't we? Let's just cut round this. It's curling up a bit, so I'm not sure. I think once I put it in the pocket it'll be fine, so it'll hold it flat. More inking, and I think I just want a little bit of something to grab hold of, because I think this just needs something at the top of the top here, little piece of something, a little bit of fabric. Maybe one of these would be good option. Let's see. I've got a piece of this. Maybe. Right. Let's see if there's any of these pieces that would work. Well, I've got this green one. That would match the stencil, wouldn't it? This colour, I think. And right, let's see. That work there? I think it would. I'm going to put that there. I'm not going to mess around with it for too long. Yeah, I will use this because it's quite, with the thinner fabrics, it's pretty good. Oops. And hold it down. Doesn't need to be very big, I might just trim a bit off. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. So I've just got to find a closure for that, haven't I? And then we've got a little pocket. There we are. That's really nice, like that. So what shall I use? I've got some small Velcro dots, I could use those. Yes, I do have one or two Velcro dots. So, I'll figure out, try and remember how they work. Stick that on there. And then I've got to find its partner. I've started one of these. There it is. There. So we just stick that onto it. So that's attached. And then stick it down. Let's see if it'll come apart now. It's quite good Velcro. So, yep. So now we've got that. And what I could do, I don't know if I've got one in the right colour. I was thinking I could put another wax seal on there. Maybe. I don't want another one with my name on. With my initial on. Oh, that's got a, that would go quite well, but it's got a little dangly thing. Don't know if I've got any more in that colour. about that one? That might look okay. Yeah, I definitely need to make some more. It's the same colour, a little bit lighter. Don't think I've got any. Ooh. Well, that one. I kind of like that one there. Yeah. Okay, let's put that on there. Oop. Yep. Okay, so that's it for today. We've got a couple of things finished and ready to go in the pockets. We did this one and didn't do anything with that. Did we do anything else? Probably not. Can't remember what I did. I think it just took a little while to get this one done. So we'll carry on working on these next week. I will, in the meantime, back any tags. So these are the tags that come with the fake kit. I shall back all of those ready to put in the journals. I don't think they need much else than that. Maybe some toppers, and that's all they'll need because they're beautiful. And we've got this to go in a pocket. Oh, we did add the extra pocket, didn't we, with the drop down one? We did that, and we finished gluing in all the pockets and the clusters. So not a bad day's work. And I will carry on working in this. We're not far from the end now. I can see the end in sight. Now that we're at the stage of putting in journal cards, we've done a lot of decorating. I don't think it'd be very long before this is finished. So as I say, if anybody is interested in buying it and we can come to some arrangement about it, just let me know. We'll talk about it. So I will see you soon. Bye for now.